Hi, everybody. I don't really post on Facebook very often, so you might be surprised to see me, but I think during this time, I don't want people wondering what I'm thinking or if what I'm saying or not saying. I want to be clear. I'm really not doing well with this. I'm so saddened and angry and disgusted by the death and murder of George Floyd, of the murder of Ahmaud Arbery, and just the state that we're in right now as a country in regards to the way that we treat each other based on the color of our skin. I know it's not everyone, but this is still happening. I barely could get through my day today at points, just seeing the images of that video of George Floyd's murder over and over again. In my mind, I wasn't watching it over and over again, and what bothered me the most is what he did was that officer did was a horrible, horrible act of evil, and it would have been horrible if he would have done it in a private area where only him and George Floyd were around. And yet here he is in broad daylight in front of witnesses videotaping with 3 other officers around, and nothing changes. He still goes about it. He shows no shame. He shows no fear of what might happen to him if this video is shown to anyone. He's casual about it. Someone even pointed out to me he had his hand in his pocket during the whole thing. It's just completely sickening. After everything that's gone on with Trayvon Martin, Philando Castile, Eric Garner, Michael Brown, and so many more, and many hundreds of years beyond that. We are just seeing these now because so many people have video equipment with them in their pocket now. We see these injustices, and yet nothing changes. My wife said after she saw the video, she's like, "What would you do if you were there? You could charge the officers, but you might get arrested, shot, or treated the same way. What do? Call the cops on the cops?" And so it's a thing that I wanted to just, if any of you are having trouble understanding why people are so outraged, if anyone's having trouble understanding why this is such a huge deal, just think about that in that one instance. If you were there and you saw this happening, what would you do? What could you have done? And another way to think about it, what if that was your family member, your brother or sister, your mom or dad, that was happening to, and not George Floyd? How would you feel? And so I wanted to share what's helped me in the midst of this, is remembering who God is. As a Christian, I turn to God in all my times of trouble, not perfectly, imperfectly, but and I'm reminded of the first verse of the psalm. If you don't know what a psalm is, it's a song. The Psalms, a collection of a book of songs that the people of God would sing, and they sang this song, many times over. I'm sure many people had it memorized, and it's in the Bible for a reason, because acts of evil like this are not unique to America. They're not unique to this time. And people hating each other and killing each other has been going on for so long as man has been around. And it's an ugly, ugly thing. But I'm thankful for the truth of this psalm. And I want to read it, to remind people of who God is, to remind myself, and to remind us to strive to be people that help others seek justice and seek to put things right. So I'll just read this psalm and then I'll be done. But Psalm 94 says, O Lord, God of vengeance, O God of vengeance, shine forth. Rise up, O Judge of the earth. Repay to the proud what they deserve. O Lord, how long shall the wicked exalt? They pour out their arrogant words. All the evildoers boast. They crush your people, O Lord, and afflict your heritage. They kill the widow and the sojourner and murder the fatherless. And they say, the Lord does not see. The God of Jacob does not perceive. Understand, O dullest of people. Fools, when will you be wise? He who planted the ear, does he not hear? He who formed the eye, does he not see? He who disciplines the nations, does he not rebuke? He who teaches man knowledge, the Lord knows the thoughts of man, that they are but a breath. Blessed is the man whom you discipline, O Lord, and whom you teach out of your law, to give him rest from the days of trouble, until a pit is dug for the wicked. For the Lord will not forsake his people. He will not abandon his heritage, for justice will return to the righteous, and all the upright in heart will follow it. He who rises up for me against the wicked, who stands up for me against evildoers. If the Lord had not been my help, my soul would have soon lived in the land of silence. When I thought my foot slips, your steadfast love, O Lord, held me up. When the cares of my heart are many, your consolations cheer my soul. Can wicked rulers be allied with you? Those who frame injustice by statute, they band together against the life of the righteous and condemn the innocent to death. But the Lord has become my stronghold, and my God, the rock of my refuge. He will bring back on them their iniquity and wipe them out for their wickedness. The Lord our God will wipe them out.